we doing what many Christians do. We pull out a letter from the gospel, or we pull out the gospel, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and he go to Paul, and try to tear down what we believe. You come here to tear down what we believe. I'm just playing.
Hey, you gonna make me stand on Ryan Shields' position. we gonna cut Paul out of it.
Wow. Let's deal with this. Colossians 1:13 through 16.
So if you want the truth, please feel free to see my video on the 400 years captivity, not the spin that vocab puts on it, because vocab is trying to cause one division, but he's also committing defamation of character against a lot of people. And I encourage you guys to sue him. Take this to court, because the thing is, the urban apologists are not like the good Christians that we would regularly see. They are not above lying. They are not above deception. They are not above completely stripping context from everything because they are chasing clout to get views. A lot of us have
What's the rumor among GMS faithful that Tahar is the Apostle Paul reincarnated?
Now, once again, we don't know who each and every individual person is. I wouldn't be surprised if Tahar was Apostle Paul, but we don't know that. We're going to find all those secrets in the kingdom, the scripture.
By Hamites, they got sold to Edomites, and this also proves the so-called white man, you're Esau, Vocab Malone, you're Edomites. This coon jungle bunny that you got right here, she ain't gonna help you. She ain't gonna save herself, and she might be a terror even. It doesn't matter at the end of the day.
He don't. Just Noah, right? After he flooded the earth, he populated the earth with 8 souls, beloved. A lot of people don't believe the Most High can do that, man. Some of you guys don't even believe that. But, man, it's sad, bro. Vocab was getting at this brother terribly, and he was utterly cutting him up, man. It was a shame. I was very, very hurt. Made me cry earlier a little bit, man, to see him just do these brothers like this, man. But that's because these brothers is not teaching the new covenant, man. They're teaching the precepts of men, right? Because the scriptures teach resurrection all throughout the Bible. Even in the book of Maccabees, we read about the resurrection. We go to Isaiah, we read about the resurrection. You know what I'm saying? If I go to the book of Psalms, he says, "Thou will not leave my soul in hell." He's speaking about the resurrection. You see? So the resurrection goes hand in hand with the doctrine of our Lord, and as well as hell, which is part of eternal judgment.
I hated Jacob, and he don't want to let us go. All right? Why do you think he created a space force to stop Yahushai? Well, to try anyways, to stop Yahushai, and really to fulfill prophecy. All right? But to try to stop Yahushai from saving us, from Esau himself. So Esau created the Space Force, the Air Force, NATO, all right, all these military, groups, and used the technology that was given to him to try to destroy us and fight off Yahweh while Yahushai. But it's going to end with Esau's demise. All right, Esau is a cursed seed. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his
Now there's some that no, like
Hey, speaking of different strokes, what's her name? The woman who played their sister, which was a so-called white woman, played by Dana Plato. She ended up committing suicide. That's what you should do, folks. Because this ain't for you, man. The best you can hope for, vocab, is that you may be a Hebrew Israelite. which at that time the jury's out on you, man. You an Edomite, man. You're an Edomite trying to destroy this Hebrew Israelite thing, and you won't be able to. Okay, this thing is a lot more powerful than you think.
And Johnson.
And tonight, I want to deal with the spirit of Yahweh because I have to talk a little bit about this killing. You see, y'all ready to go with me to go march off and shoot up some white folks. And that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We can tear up this shit later. But before we can do that, we at least got to start working on our own people. Now, here's why. Watch what I'm about to say. Most people don't know this, and I'm speaking to just those of us who are considered to be part of the black community. If y'all roll with me for a second. And we may have to take a break. I know we're about to come up on the first hour, and I'm so glad you could come hang out. We facts over feelings. We do this every other weekend or when shit pops off and we feel we need to get together to separate the facts from the bullshit. So, you know, we got our own problems internally. But one of the ones we got to deal with is our black on black crime. Let me talk about this for a second.
It took away our natural connection with all things and gave the responsibility to an imaginary deity who is actually us. We are God. We are what created everything because we are the mind. So this level of intelligence is not yet understood by this planet because everybody's in their infancy stage, because we are being educated spiritually by someone who has a pact with the extraterrestrial that has a negative intention for people spiritually not to grow. So with that being said, when we're talking about, you know, the spiritual evolution of this planet, I'm gonna bring back up Stephen Greer. Even when you research Stephen Greer, who provides more than enough government documentation of USAP programs, aka unacknowledged special access programs, which are government programs that are not even known to the president or the head of the CIA, that are being conducted and funding in thousands and millions and trillions of tax dollars every year on extraterrestrial underground programs, right? When you get into this, is converting our environments to demonic ass frequencies, which attract demonic ass beings. So you don't have angelic beings in the Carter projects with Nino Brown. What would an angelic being be doing in there with a house full of crack smokers? It has no job to do because there's no righteous frequency around. So why would the ancestors be in the strip club? What is wrong with you? Why would the ancestors or an angelic being be in an underground cloning facility? So we have to start recomposing the infrastructure and geomancy productions that we are building on this planet in order to reconvert the totality of energy around this planet. And until we do that, we're going to be on quarantine. It's like planetary punishment. You're not allowed to leave. Everybody, only a select few people is allowed communication with extraterrestrials or interstellar travel, and you're not allowed to have the full potential experience that you could have with other organisms because you're a dumb lumber, so you're on timeout.
Under the sword, right? You know they fake all the way around. Just like this vocab Malone creep. You have sold them, and I will return your recompense upon your own head. And he gonna get you. For messing with his people, vocab Malone, God is going to destroy you. I ain't saying that as a damn threat. I'm saying that as a promise because that's what the scriptures say. That is a promise. You're gonna get destroyed in the worst way. Watch. He gonna get you worse than he get anybody else for directly speaking with his people. Jeremiah 23:3. Then I myself will gather the remnant of my flock from all the lands where they have been banished. We've been banished from Israel. The only nation, a whole nation banished is us. And you know that, you scum. And I will return them to their pastors where they and murdered by the Gentile until the end of time. And then God is going to lift them black people with woolly hair out. And so what does it say about you, Vocab Malone? You a lying ass sack of fish. And you can take your fucking testimony and shove it up your ass.
Kill them.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
The foods that vibrate on a high level, the minerals and that kind of thing. And
goes back to what I'm saying. We soak up the sun. We get power from
exactly.
the sun.
We process it.
They die on the sun.
Exactly.
The sun kills them.
Exactly.
It empowers us.
Right. With a high form of alchemy, we turn that into, we can get melanated and mellow at night. But when we serious, we get in that sun, we get turned up and lit. You understand what I'm saying? Because we got the melanin to do that, man.
Right.
Yeah, and a pineal gland that allows us to astroplane and do all the things that we do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they don't get that.
Exactly. So brothers were saying, yeah, I'm having trouble with this. Blah, blah, blah. I said, bro, sit still for a minute. Take your jewelry off because you're interrupting the frequency.
Yeah.
Pick your hair out.
Right.
Stop
and
dying
meditate.
and frying it. And just sit quiet for a second. It'll come to you.
It'll come to you.
It'll come to you.
That peace is there.
Exactly, man. It's there.
Man. So, I mean, we done tapped into a whole
You ain't the people, and you're mad at it because you've been exposed. See, now the truth is here. It was pressed down, now it's risen all the way up to the top. And so we're going to be in Dallas, hopefully next month. Oh, I would love to meet Vocab. He got a lot of mouth behind that mic. I love to see if he got the same type of spirit and the same type of fire in him that he has behind that mic as he has in person. That's what I would like to see. But, and when I say stuff like that, I don't mean that I want to go and get into an altercation, nothing like that. I just know how people are. Social media has done put a lot of people on steroids. I know people. I've done dealt with human beings, man. Come on, man. I'm an old soldier. I've seen people get up and talk all kind of smack, and then you get in front of them, they change their tune. Yeah, they do. Yeah, you better be careful, because the one thing we ain't gonna tolerate is you dishonoring us. Dishonoring me. You ain't gonna do that. But hey, it is what it is. We going back to our little quiet and peaceable life. We got a lot of work we're doing. El Rufus, boy. El Rufus, I'm gonna whoop his ass for sure. Well, you know what they gonna do. They gonna lie on you and try to call the popo, but we got you. Oh yeah, he makes fun of Muslims.
And work in some form of IT. So to portray us as if we're unintelligent, that is, I mean, being honest, being real with you, we're probably more smarter than them, because majority of us had to study math and science to get through our degree, and we got degrees from accredited colleges. So it's not like, and I'm not knocking people that went and got online degrees, but we had to get up and go to class, and we went to class, and we went to predominantly white colleges. I went to one and I graduated from one. You as well. A majority of us did.
Exactly. I went way out to Tulsa, though.
He was in Oklahoma.
I was in Oklahoma from New Jersey.
I mean, to portray us as uneducated, that is so hilarious. Because what we do every day will make their heads they couldn't be able to manage the things that we do and the things we have to read. We have to read lines of code. We have to implement projects. We have to do things that, I'm going to be real with you. A lot of them came out of school with philosophy. When I was in college, the philosophy majors were a joke. And I'm not knocking people that have degrees in philosophy. I'm not saying that, or